So in my last video, I did a cleansing for the world. I did a cleansing, sending all these people up. No more trapped souls, no more lost souls. Did I cleanse all the victims due to the coronavirus? Now, why is it that they all come to me? That is because I have taken the steps that need to be taken in this world. Some people take the steps of ghost hunting, others learning how to heal, others doing other things. I have taken every step. When I say I know the story of Ra, I know what all these symbols mean around the world, that is because I have done these things. And with that being said, this is why I am here now, and I am talking, and I am telling you the things I am saying. People have took it upon themselves, and they thought it would be better to forget our past and to start fresh, and let's move forward. You can't move forward without knowing your past, why we were created, how we were created, what is our purpose for existence. Who do you think created human life here on earth? God? Alien? Well, neither. Because they're not aliens, they're other human beings. Earth is not the only place in this whole universe that has a population of humans. There are many planets, and they came down, they created a woman using the elements. How many elements exist here on Earth? 4, right? It took 8 elements to create a woman. A man was created using an atom. The man's name was not Adam. I told you the first woman ever created, her name was Lilith. I also know the name of the very first man ever to be born. This name is known throughout almost every religion. Michael. Saint Michael, first man to be born. So, this world is it's headed in the wrong direction, I keep telling you. And people are making decisions, and you people need to wake up. Things are not right. You may not see and understand, but I am telling you there's other life out there. There are UFOs. Everything exists. People have said these things, but can't say it.
Those footprints on the moon showed us that America's future can be determined by our dreams and our visions. And this week's maiden voyage of the Space Shuttle Discovery tells me that our future will be determined by our dreams and our visions. Now, there are some, however, who may believe that space is a luxury that we can't afford, that they may work to protect the past, and I believe it's up to us to invent the future. Pushing back the frontiers of space is a critical investment that will lead to better times still to come. Write about our space program, and you know how we've pushed civilization forward with our advances in science and technology. And as we reach out to new opportunities, I know you understand that your best stories are yet to come. As long as we challenge our imagination and aim high, there's no end to the potential of space and no end to what we can accomplish in space to improve life on Earth. And of course, that's the whole point of the program in the first place, both in the field of great improvements in health science, but improvements in fabrics and materials developed in outer space that are going to mean great savings of time and money to some of our productive industries, and increase their production at the same time that they do all those things. It was really a brief trip through Wonderland. So that's the answer to those who in the very beginning fought so hard against the continuation of some of these space programs on the basis that they thought they were just kind of experiments in intellectual curiosity. Well, they're not. They're real and they're practical. So I've used up more than my time, so I've been told I have to get out of here. So may surprise you. You thought that probably I gave the orders, no? No. But thank you all very much.
Did you explore?
I can't reveal anything.
Oh, really? Because President Clinton said he did go right in and he did check and there was nothing.
Well, you know, that's what we're instructed to say.
You know, I also know how this world works. I see everything. I know everything. We vote for a president. Who is the president? Do you think this man truly has all the power to make all changes in the world? No. This is just a face. Who is the most popular? Who do the people want to see on TV? That's all it is. But I know there's a family that controls everything. They hide. They're on an island. I see it. I'm there. So when any government, if somebody takes action and doesn't agree to something that is happening throughout our world, what happens? They will go and they will let off a gas, chemical warfare, blame it on that person and say they are bombing their own people. And guess what? Here comes the world. against that country. There we go to war because that person decided to stand up against what is happening around the world. Manipulation is everything. The old ways. The old ways. When you think about ISIS, I know what we hear. People killing each other, using children to go against other people. That's not right. That's not correct. But you people in the Middle East, your religions are correct. There are a lot of spiritual wars going on and everything. But the ways you guys are doing it is wrong. Abraham told you guys, thou shalt not commit violence on these lands. Why is that? That is because that land is where first humans came from. And here you guys are, destroying statues, destroying mountains of the oldest stuff on earth. These are the creators that created us. And here you are sinning against them and fighting amongst yourselves for land.
While it may be day 27 at this point in the current conflict, today's battles actually stem from biblical times and just who can lay claim to the holy city of Jerusalem.
And to discuss all of this, let's bring in our guests, CNN religion commentator Father Edward Beck and Rabbi Matthew Gurwitz. Father Beck, give us a sense of why all sides believe so strongly and have these ties to the Holy Land.
Well, Miguel, I think it's important to remember that these three monotheistic Abrahamic faiths all believe the same thing. It's one God, love of God and love of neighbor. It's not like the three faiths worship three different gods. And so the promise of a homeland is for all people. There's not one people that gets to have the homeland. The land doesn't belong to anybody, even biblically. We are stewards of the land. God is in possession of the land. So it's up to us to figure out how to live peaceably together. And it's seemingly we're doing a very poor job of that. But the notion that somehow we are different faiths warring with different gods is just erroneous.
This world is to be owned by nobody. Everything is God's. And here you guys are. You guys believe in Allah. Allah, what does that mean? God. Allah means God. You guys have it correct. You don't pray to nobody else but God. But by you guys putting weapons, bombs, things like this in the children's hands, that is bad. You are sinning against God. You are taking the purity out of our children, and that is not okay. But it's okay. You will learn. And one day when you do realize who I am, I will knock those walls down through your hands